Welcome everybody to Off the Cuff. I am Adam Banks. Thank you for listening to the show. Josh Bryant is here in the studio with me. Could our producer please turn the music down? Please. I'm trying to do a show here.
We were all just having a good time.
Yeah.
Everybody's liking that song right now. It's a very popular song. You know why it's popular? Let's talk about that.
Well, it is popular because there is it's called the Mannequin Challenge. Yep. The Mannequin Challenge is where people freeze on the spot. Did people get that Mannequin Challenge from the video? Is that where it came from?
As we continue to watch it live here,
I don't think so. I don't think
really
people were freezing,
like
but
that.
I don't know where it came from and who started it. I've been in one. Josh, you were in the same one I was in.
Yes.
We went to the wedding the other
Talk
day.
about that.
Yeah.
got
We
a lot
are
of
going to talk about it. That's why I brought it up. So we are at the wedding and we freeze. What was your pose in the Mannequin
Oh,
Challenge?
we were doing a cheers. We had a lot of people doing a cheers. So we had like a big group cheers.
Yeah,
like
well,
3 or 4 of us.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, I guess you can get away with that at a wedding. Well, I was acting like I was throwing a steel chair at a guy at the wedding, at a
I
guest.
saw your WWFE, whatever one you want to choose.
WWFE?
Whichever one.
That's a new one.
E. There's WWE and there's WWF.
Yeah, that's a new one.
So,
yeah,
whatever one you
WWF
choose.
is WWE. They had to change their name. You know why? Do you know why the WWE?
I don't follow it as much as you.
Well, let me just tell you really quick why the WWE is now WWE. It used to be the WWF, the World Wrestling Federation. Well, they got sued because the World Wildlife Fund said that they had the rights to the WWF before the World Wrestling Federation.
Okay.
So they sued and won. So the WWF had to change their name to WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment. But,
Okay.
yeah, so
this video, though, you guys should watch it is it on your page?
it's on the Off the Cuff page, but then I deleted it.
Well, anyway, you can find it on Adam's real page, which is on Off the Cuff page, or my page, Josh page.
Yeah.
Josh Bryant's page. You guys need to watch it and like it. It's a good video.
Yeah, take a good look at it. I mean, it's not as cool as a lot of these mannequins, because I've seen some cool ones.
But it's the first wedding mannequin video.
Is it?
That I know of.
Is it?
It is. Have you
Interesting.
seen another one?
I have. I've seen a lot. Actually,
You've
I've seen plenty, because when they posted that on YouTube, they would show suggestion videos, and they would be wedding mannequin.
Suggestions.
Yeah,
So
suggestions.
have you seen anybody that you personally know their wedding video?
No, nobody locally that I've known. I don't see anybody that I know doing them. Yeah, I'm just comparing it to. Are we talking the world or just locally?
Locally.
Why would you care about what the local people think about your videos? I mean, why not just post it? Why post it in general? Why just not show it to friends when they come over and look at it on their phones? Why not do that, Josh? Well, anyway, I haven't done a podcast since Donald Trump was elected as president-elect. I guess I could say president of the United States. Now, he takes office on my birthday, January 20th, 2017. And he will be the 45th president. And, Josh, what do you think of that? Were you surprised?
A little bit.
You were surprised?
A little bit.
Yeah, so do you think that America made the right choice?
I'm not really. No.
You don't think they did? Well, I mean, you got to give them a chance. We at least keep an open mind.
Of course.
Yes.
I mean, the president does not. And at the end of the day, the president does not rule my everyday.
Exactly.
Life,
And people give him way too much credit.
It is what it is. He won. He seems more humble than what I thought he would be.
Yes.
And he said he's not going to take any of the salary, so I like what he's doing off the bat. So I'm going to let him do his thing. He's in office. He's won.
He did a 60-minute interview, his first interview since president-elect. And he did it with some woman. She was a feisty old lady, man. She was rough with him, but I don't remember her name. But she was from 60 Minutes. She did the interview with him. And you can just tell a different Donald Trump than what we saw. We saw a campaign Donald Trump, and now we're going to see a presidential Donald Trump. He was not nasty at all during that. He praised Hillary Clinton, said she was very smart, a great opponent, and a good person. He praised Bill Clinton, her husband, who he said nasty things about. He praised the FBI director. He even backed down a little bit on the wall. He said there was going to be some fencing on there. So he, I think, is going to really be a good president. We just got to give him a chance. I don't think we're going to see that. He had to be dirty. He had to run his campaign the way he did. The media attacked him like crazy. But look, he won.
He won.
He won. He
Wow.
won. That nasty campaign, he had to do it. It worked. That woman asked him, she said, "Do you regret anything?" And he said, "No, I'm sitting here with you." So he basically was like, no, I mean, I'm the president. It won. How I did the campaign won me the election. It was a brilliantly ran campaign. And he funded it himself. Donald J. Trump for President Incorporated ran it. It funded his campaign.
Good.
But he's the president now.
He should fund it himself.
But until something happens, until President Trump does something, man, we're going to have to tone it down on politics because I have had enough of it.
Yes.
It has been crazy. And I'm done. I'm like...
You're still talking about a week later. You know what I was watching the other day in my break room? They were talking about his diet. And I'm like, can we talk about something else besides the president's diet?
Everybody was talking about what's the news going to talk about after the debates are over and after the election's over? And I said that's easy. They're just going to talk about who won until he goes in, and then it'll die off. Once he takes office, the cameras don't follow the president around and show him on the news every single day. Like,
let's talk about what's more important here locally today.
What's here locally in Lexington where we do the
talk
podcast.
About that.
Kentucky football plays Austin Peay for a chance to be bowl eligible. It's going to be a 99.999% chance that Kentucky wins. Austin Peay is terrible. They've not won a game. The Vegas spread is like over 30 points. So Austin Peay and I heard that their best defensive players have been suspended for this game. So it just couldn't get any worse.
Just hand it to us.
So Kentucky goes to a bowl. Congratulations. I do have to say congratulations to Mark Stoops. It's just a shame that he didn't do this earlier.
Agreed.
I do still think he needs to be fired. I don't think he's the right man for the job because he has done some serious mistakes as a head coach. He doesn't know when to call a timeout. He doesn't know when to, he'll kick a field goal when he should run the ball. There's several things that as a head coach he didn't have to do as a coordinator. So he doesn't really know how to do it as a head coach. And you got to know how to do it.
No, he's not very good at making decisions, and our offense is very poor at times.
Our offense is great, actually. It's our defense that is struggling.
Yes, but still, it can be very poor at times. I mean, we couldn't win against Georgia at home, okay? Mm-hmm. How many points did we put up against Georgia? Not even 30.
I don't know. Benny Snell from Kentucky, I mean, that guy, he's a freshman, and they're already talking about him being like a outstanding college football player. Could go pro. Now, Kentucky football players don't go pro often. Zadarius Smith and I can't think of the other guy who went pro from Kentucky not too long ago.
Randall Cobb.
Well, yeah, he did, but there was another one that went pro not too long ago, like a couple years ago. But they're still thriving in the NFL. So, Kentucky, they will be bowl eligible after today. Probably go to the Liberty Bowl in Memphis. That's my prediction. That's where I think they'll go.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
the one in
city
Memphis.
to have a bowl game.
It is.
I like that.
Yeah.
How many games do we have after this? We just play Louisville, don't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
We play Louisville.
At Louisville. So an L at Louisville.
Yeah. Kentucky's going to lose to Louisville.
What's Louisville ranked? Louisville lost the other day.
Louisville lost, but they're still going to beat Kentucky. Yeah, they're still going to beat Kentucky. So, that's college football, man. College basketball's also started, too.
Yes.
Kentucky
Looking
Wildcats
good.
Ranked number 1 in the nation.
That's
number 1 in college basketball.
I saw you post that.
Yeah. They beat Michigan State. They're undefeated, but their real test was against Michigan State.
It was. I mean, we beat them good.
We beat them by...
And they're middle of the pack.
A braggable amount.
What were they, right? 12, 13?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, but regardless, it was Tom Izzo versus John Calipari. Even though Tom Izzo is not really a seasoned coach, he's more of a tournament coach. He thrives in the tournament. March Madness.
Yes, he does.
He thrives during it. Yeah, he does. But Kentucky's looking good. I really like this team. I'm going to predict a Final Four from this team. I really am. I think that this team, Kentucky's basketball team, will go to the Final Four. At this point, if I had to predict the Final Four right now, by watching the college,
we always go that far.
I mean, no.
UK fans.
All the great analysts do it. No, all the great analysts do this. And I'm not saying I'm an analyst, but I will predict the Final Four right now. Kentucky, Indiana, Duke, and I'm going to throw in a wild card, man. I'm going to say somebody like Alabama from the SEC is going to be in the Final Four. You got to throw somebody in there, but who knows? They got a good coach. They got a great coach. But yeah, so that's college. Josh, I know you watch the NBA. You watch pro basketball. Mm-hmm. What do you think about the Los Angeles Lakers? They're good this year. Do you think that the Lakers could have their best team since 2011?
Whew, that's a stretch.
What do you think?
But I guess we didn't win a championship that year, so.
Yeah, but Kobe, it was really Kobe's 2011 was Kobe's kind of last year of being like a really dominant player in the NBA. But after 2011, the Lakers have stunk.
Yes, they have. So we're very close to that. We can be there maybe by the end of the year. We're very fun to watch right now. Our offense is very high. We don't have any defense. But we're about to hit a hard stretch right now. We play the Bulls. We play Golden State twice. We just took a loss to Spurs last night.
Yeah.
So now we're 7-7. So we're actually at 500. But we've been in the playoff race the whole year. And we've been looking good and looking better. And young guys look good.
Well, let's hope the Lakers don't blow it. I think that the Golden State Warriors have... You always take a gamble when you put that much talent on a team. I don't think they're doing as good as what everybody thought they would do.
Very true, but they've only lost 2.
No, they've only lost 2, but...
They don't look as good.
They don't... Yeah, when you watch them play, it's not like that impressive Miami Heat stuff. It's not that impressive...
Hey, they just warming up.
Oklahoma City Thunder. I don't know, man. I don't know.
They just warming up. When the Miami Heat got together with LeBron and all them that first year, they barely made playoffs.
But they made the playoffs.
Or not barely, excuse me. They were struggling at one point. They were like 10-10 at one point when they first started.
Well, the Golden State Warriors, I'm sure, will make the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
They'll make the playoffs. I mean, the Thunder will be in the playoffs, of course.
I think so.
The Golden State Warriors will be in the playoffs.
Agreed.
The Chicago Bulls will go to the playoffs.
Yes, you're switching conferences. But
yeah, but I'm just going back and forth, just telling you everybody who's going to the playoffs.
Cavs.
Do you think the Lakers, the Cavs, of course, do you think the Lakers will be in the playoffs?
We might squeak in, but I almost rather we didn't. It'd help us grow a lot more.
No, I disagree. I think that we need to go to the playoffs. It's been too long. The Lakers, it's embarrassing, as a matter of fact. And I would take a good season in the playoffs than helping us grow in the future. Screw the future right now.
All right.
It's been too long for the
We've
Lakers.
got a good team. I guess we can just go for it.
And it's kind of contradicting to what you said. You said we're almost having a team close to the 2011 team, but now you're saying that they would barely sneak into the playoffs. Where's your logic?
Oh, they would. If we make it, we're going to barely sneak in. We're in a tough Western Conference. I'll name several teams that are better than us.
Yeah. Name them.
Okay, Jazz. Clippers.
Okay. Jazz ain't better.
Clippers are.
Yeah, the Clippers are.
Okay, Thunder are. They beat us by 20.
Thunder's good.
Thunder's better.
Thunder's good.
Blazers better? They made it last year.
Blazers is not better.
They're not better?
The Lakers are better than the Blazers, yes.
Even though the Blazers made it last year?
But yes, I see your point. You know,
seed?
I mean, it will be an interesting season for the NBA. It will be. Well, listen. It's been a while since the podcast. I had to come on here and say hello to everybody. Josh, you got a big day ahead of you going to a wedding.
That's right.
Hey, I want to give a congratulations to Off the Cuff's own Chad Rainwater, who's been on several of the podcasts. He got married to his longtime girlfriend of 2 years, and they got married. Peyton Mullins is now Peyton Rainwater.
Rain H2O.
Yeah, so go to hashtag Make It Rainwater, and you can see a lot of photos from the wedding. And I was very honored to be in the wedding. I'll tell you, when I moved to Lexington, I didn't have any friends. I had one friend. It was Zach, who's been on the show as well. And Zach introduced me to all of you guys who hung out as a group. And, man, it was just kind of like overnight I became everybody's friend. And it was, and now after 5 years later, it's like I'm in your all's weddings and stuff. It's crazy.
It is. It's very interesting. You know, I've told this story.
We've talked about this several times.
To you once, but I want to tell this to the listeners real quick. So, once when we were in high school, we had another kid in the group named Adam. And so, now we have a new Adam, and we have Adam Banks, who replaced our old Adam from high school. It's really funny how that works.
Well, I just think it was interesting, like, when I moved from Moorhead, I had a good group of friends, man, and I was like, man, this is going to be scary. I'm moving to a place where I have none. And Zach and I were friends, and we were always good friends, and it was just, I lucked out that, like, I met you sort of, do you remember the day we met?
Mm-hmm.
The day yes, I remember that.
This is weird.
Yeah, I remember that. And then I remember the day I met Chad. We met over a conversation about Paul Bear and wrestling. Paul Bear and wrestling.
Of course,
and we hit it off wresling conversation.
Was it WWE?
And then like the rest of you
WWF?
guys, I met Jordan and Moorhead through Zach. Like I met all of you guys through Zach. So I really do. I got to show a lot of gratitude towards him for giving me like the good group of friends that I've had. You know, I mean, because, you know, when you're in somebody's wedding, that's a big thing. That's basically them telling you, hey, you're my boy, you're my brother,
You're part of the family.
You're part of the family. I mean, because you're standing up in front of their family. You're standing up with. I mean, that's the most important people in your life are at this event. Chad's mom on the front row. You know, he had his father who passed away. A picture of him, which was very, very nice.
Very sentimental.
That dad on the front row.
Very
I mean, and you're
sentimental.
standing up there. It kind of sinks in. Like, okay, man, Chad has asked me to be part of his family. Like, that was huge. So, like,
He texted me later that night and told me he loved me.
he did me too.
Right?
Yeah, he did me too. And what did you say? I love you back.
Yeah.
I did too.
You got to.
Yeah. I mean, if a man says he loves you, like, you got to say you love him back, because that takes a lot. You know, those things you don't say a lot. So, like, I was like, okay.
It's his wedding night. I'd say the same shit that on my wedding night. I thought about it. Like
Yeah, he
that.
was very emotional, man. Probably on a high because he just got married, and yeah. But congratulations to Chad, man. Just very, very solid future ahead of him with
Yes.
his wife. I wish him the best. He's got him a house already. You know, they got 2 dogs, man. I'm sure they'll be welcoming.
They got 2
welcoming.
practice kids.
They'll be welcoming. Yeah,
So-
kids in the world soon.
2 practice kids. They're just warming up.
Yeah, well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for listening to the show. Josh, always a pleasure for you to come on the show and do these with me. And get the producer to cue up some music for me. Just play the same song, the Mannequin Challenge song.
Why would we play the
Black
same
Beatles,
song?
because it's easy
That sounds dumb.
and it's fast.
That sounds
And the
dumb.
producer can play it up because he's a little slow. And I don't even know what this is, but we'll play this song. We'll see you later, everybody. This has been Adam Banks on Off the Cuff.
Thanks for having me, Adam.